Hey guys, it's GoldenSteelTV here. Apologies if I've been absent for so long. I've been dealing with college, family responsibilities. There's Hondo the dog right there. I've been dealing with college, family responsibilities, some other shit that got in the way of my life, but that's what happens when you lead such a busy life. Anyways, though, it's time to do this video. The video I've been wanting to show you, where I build a railroad extension. Alright. The signs will be changed very, very soon when the railroad extension opens. Coming soon. Tierra Rompida extension coming soon. To announce that the extension is being built. Alright, this is what I got so far. Right. And this is the tunnel that I built, called the Martin Luther King Tunnel. Named after, of course, obviously, the civil rights activists. And this is what I got so far from the tunnel, but it is not finished yet. I'm still gonna I still have to finish it, and that's what I'm gonna keep building it, which will the construction will be what I'm gonna show on camera. I would love to show more to construction of myself constructing parts of the extension, but for the sake of time, I'm just gonna show you of myself building a tunnel. Alright, there's so much in sports to talk about. In the NBA, the Suns owner, Robert Sarver, just got exposed as a racist and misogynistic and sexist. An investigation was conducted by the NBA upper echelons to see how Sarver was behaving towards not only his employees but also his players, and how he conducted himself. And he ended up getting suspended, which was met with backlash, with many fans and players saying that he should have been banned for life, just like what happened to Donald Sterling when he got exposed as a racist. Like Sarver, Sterling was a terrible owner who only cared about making money from the Clippers than winning. However, unlike Sterling, who was forced to sell the team after getting banned for life, Sarver voluntarily decided to sell the team, and so far no one has bought the team. No one has bought the Suns yet, but it is rumored that the Amazon founder and billionaire Jeff Bezos is in talks of trying to buy the Suns. So far, nothing has happened about the sale of the team yet, but we're gonna have to see what happens next. For many Suns fans, though, who have been through so much suffering since since the team's inception in 1968. Sarver's suspension and eventual sale of the team has been what they've been waiting for, and as many despised him for being such a bad owner, that they wanted him gone, and they are happy to see him gone. Alright, this is the other end of the tunnel that I got here as well. Alright. In other NBA news, KD has backed off his trade request and has decided to stay with the Brooklyn Nets after no teams had any trade offers that would please the Nets management. Yeah, the trade request was kind of took the NBA world by storm, because this man has been selfishly wanted to get a ring for himself after failing to get one with the Thunder, of course he would win a ring with the Warriors, but being part of the Warriors dynasty as the second guy was not enough. He wanted a team for himself to lead and to win a ring with, so he ended up going to the Brooklyn Nets. Alright. Trying to make a mark of where I'm at so far. We're there. There's so much. We're not done yet, though. We still gotta finish this up. And a lot of people were joking about KD going to different teams, and whether it's the NBA team, an NBA team, NFL team, or whatever. But yeah. As a result of as he's backed off his trade request, he has decided to stay with the Nets. Kyrie and Ben Simmons are also still on the team, and for now he's still with the Nets. So the drama is over. Right. Okay. Alright. Let's get to the NFL news, since a lot has happened to the NFL as well. Deshaun Watson's suspension got extended to 11 games after an outcry from the NFL media, fans and fans who believed that he should have been slapped with a longer suspension. And ironically, the game he could come back is when he faces his old team, the Texans, which is later in the season. Again, just like I said in the previous video where I talked about his 6-game suspension, the Browns should have known better about what was going to happen to Watson when they traded for him and gave him a big contract. They should have known better about it. I do have to feel bad for Cleveland fans, though. They've been through so much suffering and so much shit, and the Watson allegations and suspension has just screwed them over, you know. All right, it's nighttime. We gotta go to bed. All right. I guess that's it. That's all I can talk about the Deshaun Watson suspension. Well, okay. Since there is nothing else I want to talk about, and since the allegations are a serious situation, I don't want to go talk any further about it. Okay. That's all I could talk about in NFL news. The NFL season has just begun. There's so much to talk about in the NFL that I'm just gonna leave that. I'm just gonna put that aside for the next video. Hopefully, where I can talk more about what has happened during the NFL season. But what I do have to tell you is that it's been crazy so far. So many crazy games, you know. So many crazy games. All right. I believe this is where we're starting to connect to the other end of the tunnel. Let me see. This tunnel is inspired by a tunnel that crosses through the Alps in Europe. Like this tunnel, that tunnel in the Alps is a train tunnel. It took so many years for that tunnel to be finished, and it only opened so many years later. I forgot what that tunnel is called, but that's what I can remember. All right. Yeah, I've been wanting to do. I was seriously thinking about building this extension for quite some time, although I was kind of hesitant at it because I didn't know how I was gonna make this reality come true. Still, this was very ambitious right from the start. I said it ambitious because I never thought I was gonna do this until now. Okay. In other NFL news, I forgot to talk about this, but it is worth talking about since it involves a legend. Brady's decision to come back may have strained his marriage to Gisele Bündchen, a Brazilian model who he's been married to since 2009. You see, Brady, a marriage with a legendary athlete can be very tough to manage and to keep afloat. And that's been the case with Tom Brady's marriage to Gisele Bündchen, as it's been reported that the couple have been having marital issues stemming from Brady's decision to to come out of retirement and come back for one more year. And in recent interviews, she's done. Bunchen has said that she has wanted him to spend more time with the kids. Here we are. I can finally see the light. We are finally starting to connect. Bunchen has been wanting Brady to spend more time with the kids as a father, other than on the field. And and we all know that Brady doesn't want to stop. And for Bunchen and her husband's decision to return after just 2 months in retirement has strained their marriage. That to the point that some are speculating that they could be heading towards divorce, which is something you would never want to happen to anybody, not even your parents or anyone you love. Again, being in a relationship with a legendary athlete is a tough responsibility to handle, you know. It's not easy being married. Trust me when I say that. It's not easy being in a relationship. Whether you're in a relationship with a golf girl or an emo girl or anybody, you just have to keep your boyfriend or girlfriend happy, you know? I've never been in a relationship myself, but yeah. You just gotta learn how to keep it afloat and try to keep your partner happy. Alright, we have finally connected. Oh man, we are finally starting to connect. Alright, that's all I could talk about the Brady and Gisele Bündchen marriage drama. I normally don't talk gossip here unless it's something big and relating to someone in particular in sports that I like, that I gotta talk about because it's making the rounds so massively or whatever. But yeah. Alright. Okay. Alright, as we're finishing building the tunnel, as the rails have now connected with each other from both ends, we're gonna give a basketball history lesson now on Bill Russell, since he passed away not too long ago, and I've been wanting to talk about his career, other than saying that he has 11 rings, the most out of any other NBA player in history. Okay. Bill Russell was born in Louisiana in 1934, but he moved to Oakland years later so that he and his family could seek a better life for themselves. At the time, living in Louisiana as a black person was extremely difficult. You had to face segregation, and even worse, you had to avoid being lynched. It wasn't easy for those people living in Louisiana and in the South during that time. it was there in Oakland that Russell decided to cult cult cultivated his decided to decide fell in love with the sport of basketball, and he excelled in high school basketball, and he received a scholarship. And he joined the University of San Francisco for his college career. He won a March Madness title with them in 1955 and 1956, which brings us to when he got drafted. He was taken second overall by the St. Louis Hawks, today known as the Atlanta Hawks, not the Celtics, which is something I will talk about now. The controller's been acting really erratically, so we're gonna step aside here and try to fix this shit. So we're gonna stop right here, and I'll be right back. Sorry about that. The controller's been behaving erratically recently, especially with the joystick. That's been behaving. That's been behaving not like what I want it to be. But yeah, I just had to fix it. I may have to pause this video again. I may have to pause the recording if this keeps happening. So just keep that in mind. It's nighttime, so we're gonna stop working. I gotta go to sleep. Alright, let's continue working, and let's continue talking about the Bill Russell story. About the trade. The Celtics general manager and coach at the time, Red Auerbach, became enamored with Russell and decided that this dude was gonna take his team to bigger heights than ever. So he made that trade for him, but to satisfy his demands of a trade, he also wanted the tickets to an ice capade show in that trade too. So that was what happened. Russell didn't immediately start his NBA season with everyone else though. He won Olympic gold in Melbourne, Australia that same year. And once the Olympics concluded, he made it back to America where he could start his NBA career. So he ended up joining the NBA he ended up starting his NBA career rather late in December 1956. After the next 13 years, he became a legend, known for his rebounding ability. His many rebounds are among the highest in NBA history, along with his rival Wilt Chamberlain, who would come into the fold a few years later, which began one of the greatest rivalries in NBA history. But that's another story for another day. But I just had to sum that up in short. Russell was renowned for his defense, especially his shot blocking ability. Ah, that's creepy. And that was what made him famous. He didn't score that crazy amount of points usually, but his rebounding and defense were what made him a legend. I gotta fix this shit again. I'll be right back. I'm sorry about this, guys. Again, I just had to switch to another controller because the fucking white controller just won't stop behaving like shit. Yeah, it's been acting crazy uh, lately, to the point that the the uncontrollable joystick movement has made me a little dizzy. But I'm fine now, and I'm gonna keep going. Alright. 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 Alright, anyways, about Bill Russell. We've already talked about his rebounding and defense. Let's talk about his winning. Let's talk about his championships. He won 11 championships, the most in NBA history, out of his 13 years in the NBA. He didn't win want to win the NBA Finals in 1958 and 1967. In 1958, his Celtics went to the NBA Finals against the St. Louis Hawks, the team that traded him to the Celtics on draft day in 1956. In that year, in 1958, Russell got injured in the finals, and that caused the Celtics to lose against the St. Louis Hawks, led by another Hall of Famer known for his rebounding defense, but also topping it off with an excellent scoring ability, Bob Pettit. That sunk, and as a result, the Celtics lost, and Russell was denied what probably could have been his 12th ring. In 1967, Russell and the Celtics faced the Philadelphia 76ers, led by his rival Wilt Chamberlain, and he lost to them. And he and his Celtics lost to them. Lost to the Sixers, led by Wilt, who would go on to win against the San Francisco Warriors, now known as the Golden State Warriors. Again, denying him what could have been his 12th ring, or his 13th ring. Alright, the tunnel is finished. This is what I got so far. Yep. And Russell finally got to end his career with a bang by winning what became his 11th and last ring to cap off his legendary 13 years in the NBA. He was also the first black coach, having taken over the duties from Red Auerbach in 1966. He also had coaching stints with other teams that didn't last too long. But yeah. Alright, I'm gonna show you the town where the extension is gonna connect to, and then we'll get back to talking about Bill Russell. This is the town where I'm gonna extend the railroad line to. It's marked here by those signs promoting the extension. And this is Tierra Rompida, Spanish for broken land. And these signs here are promoting the extension coming soon to this town, with Spanish signs too, since I'm gonna make this a Spanish town. And that's what's gonna happen. It's gonna take a lot of work to get this extension done, but this is what I signed up for, and that's what I'm doing. Alright. Off the court, Russell was known for Russell was a civil rights activist. Yeah. And he even was part of the and he even showed up at the on the March on Washington where Martin Luther King gave his famous "I Have a Dream" speech in August 1963. Months earlier, Russell held a basketball camp in Mississippi. Some days after fellow civil rights activist Medgar Evers was murdered. At the same, it should be worth noting that Russell played around the same time the civil rights movement was going on, and he was a part of it, and he fought for, and just like everyone in the movement, he fought for equal rights for African Americans, and his legacy doesn't just include his basketball career, but also his civil rights activism that he partook in during his legendary career. And that's all I'm going to talk about Bill Russell. Did you like that story? If not, go read some other stories if you like. I don't care. But that's the basketball history lesson I want to talk about here about Bill Russell. And all right, enough sports talk for today. We're done building the tunnel. There is more to build in the extension, but I only wanted to show you the tunnel that I was building, just for the sake of time. Otherwise, this video would last forever. So yeah, when it finally opens and when everything is done, I will do a tour of that extension. It's not going to be super long like the other railroad system tours I've conducted on camera. So I might show you more of what I've got in Minecraft after that, in the future video of the new railroad extension tour. Right. Okay. Is there anything else I would like to talk about? I have a jailbreak video that hasn't been finished yet. I have it recorded, and I have recorded my voice for it, but I'm not sure if I could get that uploaded because of the many swear words I used in that video, especially towards the players in that video who may be kids between the ages of like 6 or whatever. But yeah, I'm not sure if I could get that video done, because I don't want to make myself a bad guy by swearing at players who are by swearing at the players in that game who may be young kids or even teenagers. I am 20 years old, and I don't know if, and I'm trying not to get myself into controversy, but I just have to be mindful of how I conduct myself on camera, especially towards the players that are young kids, like in Roblox. So the jailbreak video may or may not be may or may not be uploaded. I don't even know. But if I decided to, but if I decide against uploading the video, that video that I just recorded, I might have to record another one. This time with less swearing. But that might sound too big to do. I might have to re-record my narration. Just to make it less controversial. So that's what I might have to do regarding the jailbreak video that hasn't been uploaded yet. I have so much shit to do, but I feel insecure about how I'm gonna get those things done and how are they gonna end up what I would like it to be. So yeah. Alright. Oh, what happened? Oh no, nothing happened. Alright. Okay, I think that it's best that I re-record the narration and then get the video and then get the video done and upload it here on YouTube. And also, I'm legitimately concerned about the amount of swearing getting that video age restricted, which is another reason why I'm considering re-recording narration for the jailbreak video. So yeah. I want to get it done though, and that's my plan for now. And that's all I'm going to talk about regarding the jailbreak video that hasn't been finished. Alright. Alright. I'm still getting going. Wait a minute. It's nighttime. I don't want to go to the village at night when it's being raided by a bunch of pillagers. So we're gonna stop right here and then go to bed in the city where we're at right now. Alright, where's the bed? Where the fuck is the bed? Oh, I was meant to say minecart. Right, there we have it. I'm just fixing the rails here. Alright. Got our sleep. Now let's continue on going home. Sorry if I've been so quiet, guys. There isn't much to talk about in this video anymore. So we're just gonna wait until we get closer to the end that I say goodbye, like I always do after every gaming video I do. Alright, we're almost home. Alright, here we are. We're finally home. Alright. These are my cats, Daniel and Garfunkel, as well as villagers here, Wally and Alex. Showing you my cats again. And that's gonna be it for now. So, as always, that's it for this video. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.